Greetings of the day, everyone, and welcome to today's session. I can see that we have 25 participants till now, so let's just wait for a while and then we can start with the presentation. So my name is Vanisha and I'm the Customer Success Manager at SmartPredict. And here with me, I have Lorenzo, who is the Product Manager of the company. Hello, Lorenzo, how are you?
Hi, Dwani. It's a very great pleasure to have this meeting and webinar with you.
Same for me, sir. So, Lorenzo, can you believe we are already in 2022? I mean, it's been 3 years that we are working from home and that everything has changed because of the pandemic. I mean, we have involuntarily became users of artificial intelligence. I mean, what do you think about that? How was the change from the physical to the virtual world for you?
I mean, those 3 to 2 years past were very rough, but especially for young startups like SmartPredict, but we managed to get past through it, and it was a very great experience working from home too, delivering values to our users and making the platform great for everyone. Yeah.
So, as the product manager of SmartPredict, what was the product impact on your life? I mean, how did it change your life?
Yeah, I mean, it was very difficult at first because I was more on the technical side of when I entered the company. But as time goes on, I found it very fulfilling to let's say create features, making specifications, because I was a data science when I entered, and from there I saw the pain of what are the challenges and the pain of being a data science using very complex tools, and that gave me the idea to put those pains into this product that we have now, making data science and machine learning easy for everyone, not only for experts machine learning and data scientists, but also citizen data scientists too. So anyone can benefit from SmartPredict as we speak. Yeah.
No, I can totally agree on that, because when even I heard for the first time about the product, I was totally amazed. I mean, this is something we have dreamed of, and we are now able to have that in real life. So that is a very big achievement, I would say. So I said, like, it's a really good work.
Yeah.
So I guess we have enough participants now. Shall we start the presentation or wait for a few more minutes?
No, I think we can wait for, let's get past 50 participants. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure. It's really nice to be a customer success manager at SmartPredict, because whenever I have a call with the user and that I'm giving a demonstration about the platform, and after that to see their reaction, to have their feedback about our platform is really wonderful, because you see that people actually appreciate the hard work we are doing. I mean, our data scientists are working really hard so that all the users have a pretty user-friendly environment, and that when a user appreciates that and they give a positive feedback about that, it's very satisfying. You feel that you have achieved something. So it feels good, honestly. So yeah, I mean, it's nice to have an environment like that, I would say.
Okay, I think we are close to 50 participants. I think we can start. So over to you on announcing the agenda.
Okay.
And yeah.
Just a little housekeeping before we get started. started. So during the presentation, I request all of you that please keep your microphones and your camera off. And if you have any question, then please type them into the chat box in your Zoom control panel. I'll be reading it from then, and I'll bring up during the presentation immediately, or I'll be reading them out at the end of the session, so that we can have question answer session at the end. Now for today's agenda, we have that the duration of the webinar is of 1 hour. And during this 1 hour, we'll be looking at the following. So first of all, we'll start with the brief presentation about the platform. So we'll talk about how SmartPredict was founded and its mission and its values. Then after that, we'll go with the AI use cases. So basically, we'll see the core product of SmartPredict. And after that, we'll discuss about the drag and drop interface. And to end the presentation, we'll have a question answer sessions where we will answer to all your questions, and we'll make sure that by the end of this presentation, all your doubts regarding SmartPredict are cleared. So without any further wait, let's get started with the presentation. I'll be sharing my screen. Is my screen visible, Lorenzo?
Yeah, your screen is visible.
Great. So here basically we have on the screen the landing page of SmartPredict, our platform. So SmartPredict is a French startup founded in 2018, creating an AI cloud platform. It occupies the first place at France is AI startup contest, posed to solve challenging AI problems. SmartPredict is now as its pre-series A stage and has raised a seed of 1 million euros from business angels. The platform has more than 1.5 million lines of code now. We have launched the beta version in March 2020 and launched the version 1.0 in April 2021. Now let's talk about the missions of this platform. So our ultimate and main mission in a nutshell is to democratize artificial intelligence for everyone through our beautiful platform. So we really want to help the companies to adopt this new technology, and we really want them to leverage AI at its maximum. So as we all know that for all the companies, artificial intelligence is a real opportunity because it has like infinity benefits, but we also know that it is really expensive and that it is really hard to handle it. So here we are to present you our product, which will help you to bring artificial intelligence to your life with the easiest way possible. So now we'll be talking about our main goal. So our main goal is to make sure to change the stereotype that artificial intelligence is expensive to use, it's expensive to adopt to your business. We are here to make something different. We are here to help you to adopt this new technology in your business with the easiest way possible and with the support of our entire team and our data scientists. As our slogan says, the fastest and the easiest way to bring artificial intelligence to your life. Now we'll be talking about our core values. So our core values can be summed up in 3 keywords. So the first keyword is innovation, a constant search for excellence and improvement in our technologies, both in terms of performance and in ergonomics. Now here, when we talk about innovation, I can trust me when I say innovation, our platform is growing each and every single day. We work on each feedback of our user and we make sure that this platform becomes as user-friendly as possible and as innovative as possible. Then the second keyword is authenticity. So here, the true technical conception reflects the quality of our products, which are our use cases, and we attach importance to transparency, precision, and originality. So We'll make sure that all the things are transparent to you. We'll explain you everything when we will be explaining you our use cases, so that you as a user, you have no doubt regarding the use case you are using. Then finally, the third point is customer-centered. So here, as I said, we do care about you and we want a better life for you, a better business world for you. So we are here to strive to make your work as painless as possible and as user-friendly as possible. I guess that's it for the small presentation of the platform. Now we'll be talking about the use cases of SmartPredict. So SmartPredict has ready-to-use use cases, plus it combines machine learning approaches, supervised machine learning, and anomaly detection. Now, SmartPredict provides the users some ready-to-use use cases that can be manipulated by anyone, no matter what they study, no matter what field they belong to, and no matter whether they are experts or non-experts. So some examples of pre-implemented use case are credit card fraud detection, then sales forecasting, then document segmentation, and OCR. So those use cases are basically, they belong to different industries. And we have so many other use cases such as speech to text, text to speech. And some of the use cases are also with the AWS services. So one of the use cases I can mention there is text to speech, which uses Amazon Poly, and speech to text, which uses Amazon Transcribe. You can also create your own use case from the scratch on our platform. So now I'll be giving you a demonstration of one of very famous use case of the platform, which is credit card fraud detection. So as we all know that fraud is one of the significant ethical issues in the credit card industry. And this credit card fraud impacts everyone, consumers, merchants, and issuers alike. So today we are going to see how the use case credit card fraud detection can permit us to check whether a transaction is fraudulent or not in just 3 steps. So the first step is the collection of the data. So here you can upload your own data set or go for any example which is provided by the platform. So I'll be clicking on this example. Now the second step is the configuration. So here you can personalize your use case by adjusting those configuration and by adjusting the features for the artificial intelligence models so that you have a use case according to your needs. And the third and final step is to click on the continue button. And here you have to select the right compute power for creating the AI models for the use case. So
well, the SmartPredict use case for fraud detection is running. Let me just jump onto the pricing model section of SmartPredict. So just to recap, for you guys to know what are the values that we deliver as a platform. So first of all, we deliver values like out of the box AI use cases for different industries, which are 100% customizable, as Tvani said earlier. We have different use cases such as credit card fraud detection, sales forecasting, and they are really, as our webinar is entitled, 100% ready to use for everyone. And secondly, one of the value that we deliver is AI creation made easy and sometimes automatic with the help of a new technology that has emerged in the data science community, which is the AutoML 2.0, and with a drag and drop interface workspace that you can use to create your own AI from scratch as well. And the third value that we deliver for user is the ability to wipe out AI infrastructure worries. I'll explain myself. So we are hosting AI models and AI pipelines on the SmartPredict cloud. So you don't have to purchase, let's say, servers on Amazon or on Google Cloud. Everything is hosted on the SmartPredict platform itself. So as value metrics that we use for measuring the usage of a platform from our user, we use the uptime of the compute resources that we give for our users to train AI models and to deploy them. So basically, we have a free plan, the free version, the premium plan, and the enterprise plan. The premium plan is intended for a company or particular users who wants to put into productions the AI model easily and quickly, and with $149, you will get access to a powerful compute engine on the SmartPredict cloud platform. And for the enterprise plan, it's an annual subscription based plan, and it has dedicated runners for your AI build and deployments, and it's suitable for companies that wish to put into production very scalable AI that can handle a very large amount of data. And on top of all this, we also do service provisioning for AI for B2B customers. You can just contact our sales, and then from there we can establish a project plan, a pricing, a specific pricing for your project, and we can help you create your own use case inside the SmartPredict platform. And we also have paid after sales service. So we want to support our customers till they get the ROI they deserve when using and integrating AI into their businesses. Okay, I think that's all on the pricing model. Back to you, Dwani, for the continuation on the credit
Yes.
card demo.
Thank you, Lorenzo. Is my screen visible?
Yeah, it's visible.
Yeah. So here we can see that till Lorenzo was explaining until we were relaxing, SmartPredict has already done its work. I mean, it has generated the build flowchart, run the flowchart, prepare the deployment, and also deploying the flowchart as web service. All we have to do is to click on see the results, and voila.
And show you what kind of outputs this use case can generate inside of the SmartPredict platform. And from there, I will show you also a demonstration on the drag and drop interface feature that is really suitable for expert users. Okay. What was Fanny intended to show was the output of the credit card fraud detection. So basically, it has the verdict as example of transactions are fraudulent or not with a confidence score. But here, what I'm showing you is an output of a different use case, which is the sales forecasting use case. As you can see,
I'm so sorry to interrupt. My page has been loaded. Can I share the screen?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, it's working now. Sorry, I just needed to refresh the page and it worked. Sorry. Yes. I'm so sorry to interrupt you. No, yeah, so here we can see that as non-expert users, our task ends here, and we can see the output that we have the verdict and the confidence score of the data, the historical data transaction. So as non-expert user, our task ends here, but what if we wish to personalize the use case according to our needs? Well, unlike other platform, SmartPredict allows you to return to the built workspace where you can personalize the entire flowchart. So all you have to do is to go in the build section, and here you can personalize the entire flowchart according to your needs by changing the models, uploading your customized models, then by changing the train models, by uploading your own train models, by changing the processing pipelines, etc. You can also make some changes in the deployment section. So here is the deployed flowchart basically. And in the monitor section, you can get the API, the active URL, which can be easily integrated by you in your real world problem. So that's it from my side for the demonstration of the credit card fraud detection. I'm so sorry once again, Lorenzo, for interrupting you. You can now carry on with the retail use case. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. What I was about to show you was a different output for the sales forecasting use case. And as you can see, we can have different type of outputs generated by the models that are hosted on the SmartPredict platform. And for this instance, we have here a line chart showing the actual sales forecasting, and in orange you can see that the model has really generated and captured the trend and the seasonality of the sales during the sales forecasting prediction. So in orange you will have the predictions. Okay, so now as Vanis said earlier, this is how we use the platform as business users. But as already mentioned, we said that even expert users, like experts, data scientists, or machine learning engineers, can benefit from SmartPredict and get value from it. So I will go to the dashboard and show you how do we use SmartPredict as experts. Okay, so here I am on the dashboard of SmartPredict. So suppose I am an expert data scientist. I would want to create my own project from scratch, but still benefit from the advantages of SmartPredict, which is making it easy and quick to train AI models and to deploy them into production as web services. So here, let me click on create a new project. And from here, you can just select the template you want. For example, is it a forecasting problem, a classification problem, a regression problem, or start from a sample projects, which here, as you can see, we have the famous iris classification. For those who are in the data science community, they can recognize those projects. They are pretty popular. But what interests us is creating our project from scratch. Okay, so let me enter a title, for example, my project, and I'll be using the manual flow feature to create my project using a drag and drop interface, and making it very simple to read and very simple to maintain as well. So when I created my project here, you have a blank canvas where you can take modules from the right side here. Those are the modules that we already have implemented, that our data science team has already created using popular libraries such as TensorFlow or Keras or scikit-learn. So you just want to take a module, for example, machine learning algorithms, and drag and drop it into the blank canvas that is the build workspace. And then from there, you can also add your own data set. And we have in total 35 connectors to create data set inside of SmartPredict. So we have data sets ranging from flat files, databases, relational databases, third-party application, and you can collect data from those sources into the SmartPredict platform, and you can just drag and drop the data here, and here you can create your workflow of AI, machine learning pipeline to train your AI model. Let me show you an already created AI pipeline. For example, with a classification problem, you can use the template. And here you have an already generated template for solving the classification problem inside of a SmartPredict built workspace. So what you have to do is just take your classification problem data set, for example, classifying frauds as they are fraudulent or not, and making a drag and drop, and then connecting the data set to the rest of the flowchart. And here, as you can see, we have pre-processing modules and training modules that can train AI models. And here you have the model that is the model to be trained itself. Okay, so when you have finished running this flowchart, you will have the trained models available in the trained model section that you can drag and drop. And in the deployment workspace, you can create a flowchart, a workflow to deploy your model as a web service and creating an API which is accessible through an access URL and can be connected to the external world through this REST API URL and can take as input HTTP request and generate predictions using your trained model. So basically, you will want to change what is between those two modules and put the deployment prediction in here and get nice output as shown earlier for example, for detecting frauds in transactions or for generating intelligent sales forecasting as we have shown on the use case part of the webinar. Okay, so now I think we are now at the question answering stage of the meeting. If you have any question, please send them on the chat box, and Duani will read them carefully, and I will be the one to be answering your questions. Okay, so back to you, Duani, to organize this answering session. Yeah.
Yes, just give me 2 minutes. So the first question we have, Lorenzo, is from Jessica Ma'am. She's asking, is an onboarding session included in the $149 offer?
Yeah, regarding onboarding session, we do have support for users that are subscribed to the premium offer. We have professional support. You can just click on the contact us button to get support from our expert team and to guide you through the usage of SmartPredict in case you need, but hopefully you don't, because SmartPredict is already created such the user can benefit and leverage from state-of-the-art AI models to solve a use case and to get value from the power of AI.
Okay, thank you, Lorenzo. Let's move on to the next question. Mr. Joseph is asking, I see that the recommender system was powered by AWS. How is it different with the AWS SageMaker recommender system?
Yeah, that's really a great question, because it's worth to mention that we are different from those vendors. Okay, so that's the basis. The recommender system is based on the AWS recommender system, but we have created in such a way that you don't have to code to use the recommender system. Okay, so basically you just want to click on the use case and just appreciate the output, like entering your, for example, your sales data or your website's data, and then SmartPredict will automatically do the work of creating AI models for recommendations, basically. So that's the main difference between us and the other vendors that is more like need expertise into creating AI, even for simple use case such as speech to text or recommendation system. So we really made it easy, but still in a more configurable way. As I showed you earlier, you can go back to the build workspace and adjust the parameters in case there is a need to, as expert users.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. Wonderfully answered, Lorenzo. Let's move on to the next question. It's from Mr. Rodriguez. I have a question. Do you use neural networks to detect anomalies? If yes, which ones?
Yeah, I can quickly show you a flow chart, the generated workflow that handles the credit card fraud detection, because it has a branch where fraud transactions are tested if they are abnormal or not. Okay, so here we have the isolation forest model to treat the problem of anomaly detection. But inside of these SmartPredict modules, you have deep learning algorithms, dense neural nets, recurrent neural nets. They are available for you to train and detect anomalies. So you can just drag and drop the module and change the model that is used for making anomaly detection inside this already generated flowchart for handling fraud detection. But also you can still create your own, let's say, your own neural nets using your favorite libraries such as TensorFlow or Keras, using Python, because we have a feature allowing you to code in Python and just import those libraries and create your anomaly detector neural nets. For example, using a function, you can just create your module using the Python language. So basically, it's a Python editor to create a model, and we call those modules the custom modules. Yeah. Vani, can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you, sir. Thank you so much. Now let's move on to the next question, which is from Mr. Chris. Can you give a reliability score to the fraud detection use case? What improvements are planned? Will price updates be considered based on the improvements?
Okay, so regarding the reliability score on the credit card fraud detection use case, yeah, the models, we have tested it, and it showed 80% of accuracy. So basically, it's state of the art when you talk about credit card fraud detection. And regarding the improvements that we are making on the use case, we are planning to use more sophisticated algorithms to cover a wide range of cases of fraud and to capture tendencies in fraudulent act to avoid new strategies of fraudster. And we are doing this for free, not for free, because we have $149 for the premium subscription. But for free, I mean, the price will not change even if we are adding those improvements. So it's a great opportunity to purchase the credit card fraud detection use case, because we are not changing the price when we are adding continuous improvement to the use case, and you can still benefit from the values of those improvements. And yeah, that's I think that can answer your question, Mr. Chris. I hope you found it useful. Do we have any other question, Fanny?
Oh, yes, we do have many. We have one from Mr. Sagar Ahuja. He's asking, is OCR able to scan any type of PDF or JPEG images and financial statements?
Yeah, that's a really great question. Yeah, indeed, the SmartPredict OCR use case is capable of converting documents inside of various types of documents, be it financial documents, medical reports, and on every support and format, be it GPG file, PDF file, or PNG. Any format, when you input the file, it will generate a JSON. Inside this JSON, you will have a digital format of the text contained inside of those various type of documents. Yeah, so to summarize, SmartPredict's OCR use case can support any type of documents as well as any type of format. Yeah.
Great, thank you, Lorenzo. Let's move on to the next question. It's from Mr. Victor. Can we use non-relational database for the purposes? Can we add our own model, for example, convolution, etc., for the work? I'm not sure.
Yes, to answer your first question regarding the non-relational database, yes, we do have a connector to connect to NoSQL database such as Cassandra or Mongo database, because at least we have at least 35 connectors to collect data from various sources, including NoSQL database. And what was the second question, Fanny? Can you?
Yes. Can we add our own model for the work?
Yes. Yeah, as I showed you earlier, we can own module using the Python language and create, for this matter, our own models and implement our own algorithms inside of the SmartPredict platform. And you can drag and drop those custom modules to fit in your AI workflow in a very fun and enjoyable manner. Yeah.
Great. Moving on to the next question, Mr. Kumar is asking, what will be the best solution for an e-commerce website, a premium offer or an enterprise offer? The credit card transaction is our only payment method. We have monthly transaction data and we want to check the volume of fraudulent transactions and be alerted when this kind of cases occurs. So what do you suggest?
Yes, regarding the e-commerce website, any of premium offer and enterprise offer can work because they are suitable for scalable AI models to be trained and to be deployed on the platform. So for the premium offer, you will just pay $149, but it depends on the volume of a transaction that you are sending through the SmartPredict cloud. You may want to choose a more robust resource template, but we have also prices for those other type of servers. And in the enterprise plan, we will create an account, a SmartPredict account, in such a way that the server that you will use for your e-commerce website is fully customized. So we will make it. We will put specific numbers, specific amount of RAM, specific numbers of simultaneous jobs. Yeah, and for the last question, I think it was how do you get the volume of fraudulent transactions? And for this matter, we are on implementing a fraud dashboard that is inside of SmartPredict itself and can connect to the SmartPredict deployment for detecting fraud. And in this dashboard, you can view insights such as the number of passing transactions, fraudulent ones and legitimate ones. You can get statistics on the average day where fraudulent transactions happens the most. Yeah, this kind of thing, you will have access to it once it's released, the dashboard for the credit card fraud detection use case.
I hope, Mr. Kamar, you get your answer. And now moving on to the next answer, the next question, sorry. It's from Mr. Bobby. Would you perform exploratory data analysis manually in Python or R?
Yeah, okay. I think I didn't really hear the question, but I think I get it. Okay, so exploratory data analysis is really made simple inside of SmartPredict. As I showed earlier, we can drag and drop modules. Let me show you quickly, Mr. We have modules here for exploratory data analysis and data processing. Inside of this data pre-processing module, you can have a dataset processor, and as input, you will get the dataset, and you can enter the configuration, like which processor do you want to use, be it for indexing, handling missing values, or normalize, encode any processor or function in the EDA process we have in this module. So we really do support EDA inside of this SmartPredict module. And you can use it just in a drag and drop manner, connecting your data set in the input and get the processed data set as output for various usage, for example, for training models, or just download the processed data for our usage.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lorenzo. Moving on to the next question, we have a question from Mr. Joseph again. What advantages both SmartPredict bring above Azure, as it uses the same approach and drag and drop to build the whole AI pipeline?
Yes, yeah, we do have similar features with Azure Machine Learning Data Science Studio, but inside of SmartPredict, you have more robust configuration, and it's more, let's say, near to citizen data scientist users as well as expert users. Why? Because we do have what Azure doesn't have. In the exploration screen, we have a list of pre-implemented use cases. As you can see, we have image classification, object detection, credit card fraud detection. Those are use cases we have already implemented, and business users who don't have notions in machine learning can use to create their own AI and not depend on experts all the time. So that's really the main difference between us and the machine learning Azure Studio. Yeah. Apart from the fact that we are 100% customizable, even if you are generated the flowchart or the workflow from these use cases.
Great, Lorenzo. Moving on to the next question, we have a question from Mr. Chris. How many months of commitment are required to subscribe to Premium?
Yeah, as I've shown you earlier, we do have in the Premium subscription servers that are available for 1 month. And the price you pay is depending on the size of the server that you are using for training and deploying our AI models inside of SmartPredict. So it's 1 month, but at any time you can cancel your premium subscription, but still enjoy the benefits from the server and the premium features during your subscription period. So it's really flexible and suitable for larger or particular users, larger companies and particular users. It's very suitable.
Great, thank you, Lorenzo. Moving on to the next question. Can you please also show me the use case for OCR for any financial statement? It's from Mr. Sagar, who asked about the fact that whether OCR use case can scan PDF and.
Yes. For that matter, OCR document segmentation use case in coming soon state, but it will be available in beta version very soon. So I really want to tell you to stay tuned and use SmartPredict, even it's in the free plan, to test its capabilities when the use case will be released. But it's really very soon. Okay.
Great. Moving on to the next question. It's from Miss Luciana. So indeed, it's really cheap compared to all the platform as the feature you offer. It also allows you to have a ROI even for young startups like us. So I guess it's more like a comment. Let's move on to the next question, which is from Mr. Chikizi. Yes.
No, I just wanted to thank Miss Luciana for this wonderful comment. You can go on.
Yeah. So the next question is, thank you, Lorenzo, for the great and helpful session. My question is, can you name the algorithms that are available? You mentioned about 5. Thank you.
Yeah, the algorithms that are available inside of the whole platform, there are many algorithms that are available as a drag and droppable module. I will show you quickly. These algorithms, we do have machine learning algorithms ranging from support vector machines, MLP classifiers, Yeah, we do have the whole panel of machine learning algorithms here. We have also deep learning algorithms that are shown earlier. We do have computer vision specific modules, for example, the famous YOLO model for object detection. We have here OCR models. Yeah, we also have NLP modules, natural language processing, for any textual data set to be analyzed, be it for creating translation bots or for creating various use cases using text. We also have time series algorithms for forecasting, for analyzing weather data. Yes, we do have even the TensorFlow 2 API, we do have algorithm for that as a drag and droppable module for creating your flowchart inside of a build or work deploy workspace. Okay.
Okay, so let's answer the last question for this session. And sorry for the rest questions. We'll make sure to reply you in the mail. We have recorded all of your questions, so do not worry about that. We'll make sure that you get all the answers regarding all the doubts you had about SmartPredict. So let's have this one last question, and that will conclude. Yeah. So
Yes,
the last question is from Mr. Joseph. Does SmartPredict handles any real-time computer vision use cases?
Yes, we do. We do, because inside of use case, object detection use case, images are coming in real time inside of the web service, the generated web service. Yeah, that's one example of real-time access to the platform to make predictions. Also, for the image classification, it's still on the computer vision field. We can also have real-time input for images to be classified. Yeah. And thank you, Joseph, for your question. They are very wonderful. Insightful.
He has raised his hand. Joseph, you wish to say something?
Yeah, hi everyone. Yeah, my question regarding the real-time computer vision use cases was more revolving around video analytics and not just like image processing or anything like that. It's more of video analytics input and be able to do that.
Yeah, you mean streaming, video streaming as input?
Yeah, for example, if I have an edge device, a Raspberry Pi or NVIDIA Jetson Nano, having a streaming input video going on there, certain frame rate, can SmartPredict basically do some specific video analytics on that?
Yes, we do have modules for collecting streaming inputs inside of deploy workspace. So definitely it has features to handle inputs regardless of the frame rate, but it's also configurable. I can show you, but we do have this feature, and also we are on developing continuously modules that can handle more images and video streaming with less response time too. Yeah, it's really our power to create modules that can handle this type of inputs. Yeah.
Wait,
Okay, I think yeah.
I hope it helps, Joseph. Otherwise, we can definitely organize a call for you to understand so that it's easier Yeah, because
Yes.
like we had 1 hour and it's almost, the time is up. So we can definitely organize a call with Joseph so that you can explain him more, Lorenzo.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I
Easily.
guess let's wrap up. Yeah.
Yes. We can wait.
So yeah, I would love to thank all of you from the entire team SmartPredict that you people attended today's webinar. And we definitely encourage you people to visit and explore the platform. And if you have any doubt, please do contact us, because our duty is to make sure that your journey with SmartPredict goes well, and we'll be there to support you entirely for the entire journey. SmartPredict is a really great tool for integrating AI into your life. And we also know that artificial intelligence and machine learning will definitely have an advantage, a considerable advantage on your business. And we are here to change the fact that it is costly, it is difficult to maintain, and we will definitely help you out to use the platform. So one last thing from my side, if $149 can change your business life, then what are you waiting for to subscribe? So thank you so much, everyone. Renzo?
Yes, it's worth to mention that we are continuously improving the platform. As of now, we are implementing two main features, which is MLOps for tracking model lifecycle. You will enjoy it if you are an expert in the field. Also, we have the machine learning explainability for explaining predictions made by the models. Yeah, sure, you will still enjoy models and in the characteristics of the models too. And we have a special offer for the people that are attending this webinar. You will benefit from a free premium subscription if you subscribe to the platform by tomorrow. Okay, so you will have the premium offer for free if you go to the SmartPredict platform, create your flowchart, purchase a resource template, and you will get it. You will get it for free for 1 month. Okay. Yeah. So it's basically the $149 subscription. Yeah, so we really encourage you to use SmartPredict, as SmartPredict is, as of now, one of the most desired tool for both business users and expert users. Yeah. And
So
thank you, everyone.
to sum up, Lorenzo, you were saying that you only need to purchase for 1 month and you'll get 2 months free. That's the thing, like 1 month free, like 2 months. Yeah, great. That's wonderful.
For everyone inside of this meeting. Yeah.
I hope you guys get your subscription done by tomorrow then.
Yes.
Anyways, everyone, thank you so much. You were a wonderful audience, and we really thank you for attending this webinar. Thank you, Lorenzo, for having me with you in this webinar. It was wonderful to be your co-host. And I thank everyone here. So that's it. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye.
Have a nice day. Bye.